And this here is the old Riverfront Coliseum. I started working there when I was about 16 years old. It was called the Crown. Then it became First Star Center, and then it became US Bank Arena, and now it is Heritage Bank Center. And I basically grew up hanging out down here under these bridges, under the overpass, hanging out and getting into trouble, doing whatever that kids do. Started here doing event staff, security, being an usher, hanging around, manning the smoking doors, chilling out in the VOMs, $6 an hour. So I literally grew up in this arena. So to bring AEW to Cincinnati, an overlooked city that never got the big pay-per-views, that never got the big events, was never an A town, to bring an A show like Dynamite, World Championship match, special Tuesday Night Dynamite, October 18th. That's very satisfying for me. I want Cincinnati to become as big a wrestling town as there is, right up there with Philadelphia and Chicago and New York. And I think October 18th is going to be a good first step.
Our live audience here in Cincinnati, they love this maniac.
Winning the AEW World Championship for the first time is the biggest accomplishment of my professional career. I had been wrestling for 13 years. I had never won a world championship.
No winner of this match.
It validated something in me that, I was worth it. I was deserving of this, because a lot of times it felt like, I could have been the tag along in the elite. In a lot of ways, I would say that not only do I respect Jon Moxley, I would say that maybe I look up to him.
How weird does it feel to be driving around your city as the champion?
There is a sense of accomplishment coming back to Cincinnati. I left here with nothing. None of this was here back then. This was all just parking lots, pavement. And I came back with everything I could ever want. A woman of my dreams, a beautiful daughter with all the proverbial spoils. So to come back as kind of a conqueror there is a sense of satisfaction in that.
How does it feel when you have all this and now you're going to be in your hometown and someone's trying to take it away?
Me and Mox have been here in AEW for 3 years, and in 3 years, I think we've beaten just about everyone there is to beat. He's beaten them, I've beaten them, except for each other.
They have come from far and wide, all shapes, sizes, and styles, to try to knock me off the top of the mountain.
It's hard to find a weakness in someone like Jon Moxley.
They all think they want what I got, but they ain't walked a mile in my shoes.
He's hard-hitting, he's intense, he's fast, he's explosive, he's tough, he has good cardio, he has good strength.
Being the world champion is a dirty, dirty job, and you gotta be ruthless and indiscriminate.
These 3 years in AEW, I have relied on myself. I've relied on my hard work, my intuition to get me where I am, but more than that, I've relied on the fans. I feel like that's where I get my energy from, and I know that walking into Cincinnati, well, that ain't my hometown, and I'm not the hometown favorite.
But for the AEW World Championship, a championship I've defined, my own arena, my own city, I do not envy the man that has the task of taking away what's mine on that night.
On Dynamite, Moxley got in the ring with me. He said he respected me. He said he respected my talent in the ring. He said he respected the kind of man I am, and that meant a lot to me. And then he called me kid.
You're a sweet kid.
I'm a 31-year-old man. I have a son. I have a mortgage. I've been a world champion.
Like a lot of kids around here, you say a lot of stupid.
I've been through some that you've seen before, and I've been through some that you don't even know about.
I hesitated in May, and it cost me this championship. I went for the Trios Championship with my best friends, and we failed. And I've had to watch as week after week they seemingly disappeared. My old friends, they have disappeared. But I am still here because I am a man.
Last year in the casino ladder match, at the end of the match, me and Moxley were on top of the ladder. Back and forth, punches, back and forth, and who broke first? It wasn't me.
There ain't a man on this planet that's gonna walk into my home, my city, my home arena, walk into my living room and take anything out of my house, my property. No f***ing way. The AEW World Champion, no respect, no survivors.
On October 18th, I step into the ring with AEW World Champion Jon Moxley with the championship on the line. And it's his hometown, Cincinnati.
I'm gonna leave my house, I'm gonna walk down Vine Street, I'm gonna show up at Heritage Bank Center, and I'm gonna break your face.
I'm angry. I'm frustrated. I can't sleep at night. I've been choked till my face turns blue, and I've been beaten in that same face over and over, and I keep coming back because I am a man. Damn it!
If you get the shot to take me out, I don't think you got it in your guts to pull the trigger.
And it's his hometown. It's his championship. But the 18th is my night.
On October 18th, there will be one last man standing here in AEW.
I will become champion because I'm the man with the plan, the man with the chip, and the man who is a generational talent.
Covers, 2, 3, that's got it! Sheeta's a champion! Sheeta has upset Nyla Rose. The #1 contender, a long winning streak for her. Long time coming, and well-deserved for Sheeta.
It was so much fun that teaming up with you. I felt special power, and I know you are outstanding.
I know what this woman is capable of. I know how legit she is. I know that because I wrestled her in Japan when I was 17 years old, and I've been following her this entire time.
Tony Storm making the most of this opportunity and is now the AEW Interim Women's World Champion.
And that might be the advantage I need to retain the title. But my disadvantage is she knows me just as well. And I know for a fact we're gonna tear each other apart, friends or not.
What I crave. Who is the best, you or me? That is the question.
You may have momentum going into this match after defeating Britt Baker, but don't think for a second that I'm gonna let this slip away. Oh no.
And the answer is Hikaru Shida, Shining Samurai, double champion in Japan, who carried this division during the pandemic, like Jon Moxley.
This Tuesday in Cincinnati, I will be walking out, still AEW Women's World Champion.
I am the best, and I deserve to be first ever two-time AEW Women's Champion.
Just because I respect you doesn't mean that I won't hurt you.
Who is Dalton Castle? What a loaded question. Not just a wrestler, not a sports entertainer, I'm an experience. I've spent a lot of time in Ring of Honor. It's been a huge part of my life. I have broken hearts. I have dropped people on their heads. Me and the boys have won the Ring of Honor 6-man championships. I've won the Ring of Honor television championship. I've been the Ring of Honor world champion. I broke my back for Ring of Honor. So to hear somebody like Chris Jericho yammer on and on negatively about ROH, I couldn't sit back and just let it happen. I had to do something about it.
I am the greatest Ring of Jericho champion ever, and I'm gonna continue to beat every single Ring of Honor champion that has ever existed.
When I represented Ring of Honor, I fought with honor. I fought with pride. I gave everything I waste. A stupid, naive, silly little goose. It makes me sick. I broke my back for that championship, and I'm willing to break yours to give that title and all these viewers what they deserve. And that is a champion they can be proud of.
Next week, you want a championship match, you got it. But I'm gonna pull out your feathers one by one by one. The Ring of Jericho era is here. All honor the Ocho.
There was a time when I looked at Chris Jericho with a whole lot of respect. But unfortunately, that's not the man I see today. The guy I see in that ring wearing those letters is a disappointment. It's not fair to the viewers, it's not fair to Ring of Honor, and unfortunately, it's up to me and my boys to do something about this. I don't think Cincinnati knows what they're in for when Dynamite comes to town and I step in that ring and challenge Chris Jericho for the Ring of Honor World Championship. There is gonna be a cosmic clash of charisma. A colorful peacock on one side and a silly goose on the other. We're gonna smash heads until there's sparks all over the place. I am gonna create the greatest championship match in all of ROH history. There is gonna be a forest fire of color. And I am gonna leave Cincinnati the new Ring of Honor World